Okay, so the matchup to watch is obviously going to be the Dodgers and the Nationals. You have the two hottest teams in baseball right now. Washington has won 8 in a row. LA has won 7 in a row. You have two of the best starting pitching staffs in the National League, probably the top two, going after each other. You got two great offenses. You have the Nationals and what they did against the Brewers in the NL wildcard game, which is very reminiscent of the 2014 Royals, by the way, which is kind of scary. You don't want to give this kind of a team momentum like that heading into the playoffs. So let's break this down. You've got Walker Buehler going in game one. Good move by the Dodgers. He's only lost one game at home all year. Same can be said with Ryu. He'll probably go in the second game. Both these guys' ERAs are about a run better at home than on the road, so that totally makes sense. It could have been one or the other starting game one. Would have been fine by me. Meanwhile, Washington's going with Patrick Corbin in game one. Good lefty. Dodgers can't hit lefties as well as they do righties, so I can understand that move. And judging statistically, I would have to say Anibal Sanchez will be starting game two based on the fact that his ERA is a lot better on the road than it is at home. So if they want to play statistics, that's where they're going to go. And you'll have Scherzer and Strasburg on full rest in games 3 and 4. So Kershaw will be going game 3 more than likely. He's got a better record on the road. He reused actually a 500 pitcher on the road, so I would definitely keep him in Dodger Stadium. And Rich Hill is just as good on the road as he is at home, so I can understand that move of them bringing him to game 4 so early on. So, where do I see this series playing? I don't think it's going 5 games. I believe that Washington will get into that Dodger bullpen in game 1, come away with a 3-2 victory. I think Corbin will pitch well, 6-7 innings. And Ryu will bounce back with the LA. More than likely, pitch a shutout, maybe give up a run or two. I'll say a 5-1 victory for LA in game 2. So we tie that series going back to Washington. But the momentum that Washington has gained has pretty much negated what has happened during the regular season. Yeah, the Nationals were 3 and 4 against the Dodgers, but the Dodgers haven't played a meaningful game since maybe July. I mean, they had this division wrapped up. I mean, ask me, I'm a Braves fan. I mean, we wrapped our divisions up in the mid to late 90s, and sometimes we paid the price for it. We rested our guys and we got rusty. And you can't turn momentum on and off like that. So I think that's going to play a factor here. I think they're going to go into game 3. I think the curse of Kershaw in the playoffs is going to strike a little bit. But I think Washington will take game number 3, 4-2. And I think it'll come down to the 7th inning on in game 4. But I do believe that after Rich Hill and Strasburg do their things, it's going to be down to the bullpen. And I think Washington's going to pull it out. I'll give them 3-1. In game 4. So I've got the Nationals winning this in 4 games. So Dodgers, please don't stab me with your pitchforks and burn my house down. Just an opinion, just a prediction. Obviously they don't pay me to make this kind of prediction, but if it works out well, it'll look good on me on my MLB.com playoff bracket, that's for sure. But this could be the series that determines who represents the NL in the World Series. I mean, I don't see my Braves beating the Nationals right now, especially not in a 3-game series, so I'm glad we don't have to play them. And of course, I'm glad we don't have to play the Dodgers. We'll stick with the Cardinals for now and see what transpires. And even if we get to the LCS, we'll see what happens after that. But that's my predictions, and that's in 4. As painful as it is for me to say, but you got to appreciate good baseball at the right time, and that's what the Nationals are playing. I'll see you guys later.